You guys, have you guys seen this? Shout out to All Things Lockup. It is like another account ran by Sarcasm, which is a website and blog that I'm a big fan of over here. And they made a Twitter page just strictly dedicated to Love After Lockup, like live tweets, memes, news. And they posted on January 17th, just a few days ago, and they said it looks like Arthur has accepted a plea deal in regards to his numerous pending charges. According to court documents, the plea offer is for 14 years in prison. He's due back in court next month. And that's why you don't play in Texas. But he got in trouble so many times once he got out of jail this last time. It seems like they really stuck it to him. And so the plea deal is 14 years. I'm not sure what the minimum's going to be. They were starting to speculate in the comments, All Things Lockup, that it could be anywhere from 2 to 14 years. But with him taking a plea deal, it sounds like he pleaded guilty to probably 1 or 2 of the gun possession charges in exchange for them to drop 1 or 2 of the charges. Because I believe he had 3 gun possession cases in total. He got caught with a gun with Hope, and they dropped the charge for him shooting her, but I'm pretty sure he still got hit with the charge for getting caught with a gun on September 20th, 2024. And then not even 2 weeks later, he was arrested again after he was caught with another gun. Then he gets out, then he was arrested again 2 months later and busted with another gun. I mean, I really hope he learned his lesson this time. I wonder if his girlfriend's going to stick by his side. His girlfriend currently works at a pharmacy, and I believe she's working towards becoming a doctor. Like, she seems very educated and smart, but 14 years is a long time to stick around for someone. I mean, maybe he can talk her into having a prison Islamic wedding, because we know that's Arthur's line, is he likes to talk women into having an Islamic wedding. I've heard that from a few different girls, so I'm sure he's doing the same thing with this girl too. And now I want to talk about Tia and Rob. So somebody came into the Love After Lockup Reddit. Unfortunately, I can't give them a shout out because I couldn't find their original post. I just found a repost of their post, and the repost had their username crossed out. But this person came into the Reddit and made some claims that they saw Rob and Tia getting physical with each other, like putting hands on each other, with the camera crew right there filming them. They said, yo, Tia and Rob, I was staying at this exact hotel when they were. I literally found out who these people are. Me and my kids stayed in the suite across from them and kept seeing them film, but they couldn't say what show. He was beating her butt one night in the hallway, and I wonder if they'll show that part. I was so scared I called the front desk security. Maybe they were acting, I don't know, but it was wild. I believe she was in danger. DV is not to be played with. And then someone said, tell us more. And they said, I'm not sure. It was in the middle of the night. We were sleeping. I hear her in the hallway screaming help, and it sounded like fighting, banging against the walls, loud thumps, which then woke up my kids. I look at the peephole, and he choked her back inside, yelling, shut up, biatch. Based on his side, I thought he was a boxer. I kept hearing her scream for help after that, which is why I called for security, because they were filming and they wouldn't allow me in the hallway to follow up. I seen them the next morning back smiling, and we couldn't interact with them though. If it was scripted, that's not cool to play with. I initially didn't know if I wanted to talk about this post until I saw this picture. So they actually have a picture of the camera crew filming Rob in the hallway, and they said this is particular I'm speaking of was filmed the first week of July 2024. This is me and my kids sneaking the only picture we could. And that looks to be exactly what we saw Rob wearing in the last episode. He's wearing the white tee and then he has like this blue or black stripe marking on the left side of his pants, and you can clearly see that in this picture this person took. And a lot of people were skeptical in the comments because they're like, well, how can they tell her that she has to hang out in her hotel room? And I am a little skeptical about that part, because that's the thing. Like, if I stayed at a hotel and if I wasn't allowed to leave my room because there's a production going on, then I would want a refund immediately. Usually when they do things like that, they'll do certain parts like of a hotel so they can just close it off. A lot of people are also saying, well, if he put hands on her, I'm sure they would shut down filming. But I'm pretty sure, like, didn't Derek put hands on Monique while they were filming? They didn't actually show it, but you could hear them arguing. And Monique came out later and said that he smacked her. And, I mean, they weren't filming at the time, but it got caught on the GoPro cameras. And all they did was make them separate for a day, and then they turned around and continued filming afterwards. I went and asked a cast member that I remembered I saw in a few different scenes staying in a hotel, because a lot of people were like, there's no way this could happen, because when they usually film for shows like this, they typically will rent out the whole floor so they don't have to worry about other guests interfering with their filming. So I ended up asking the cast member that I knew, when they stayed in a hotel, did they just rent out his hotel room or did they rent out the whole floor? I was told with this specific person that they only rented out one hotel for them. And usually with Love After Lockup, their budget isn't really too crazy, especially with the fact they get a lot of these people Airbnbs and car rentals and stuff like that. This appears to be on his first night he was out of prison, unless he didn't change his clothes after that. And I mean, she got mad because his family came and interrupt their little sex session after they're only like 20 minutes in. And then we saw when they went into the room that he had a vibrator. So he was probably just like starting to get her wet and get her juices going, and that's when the family probably came knocking, and I feel like that's probably why she was so pissed off. And who knows, maybe he still hadn't gave her the D at that point, and maybe that's why they're going crazy in the hallway. I just get a vibe, like, I think he's attracted to her, but I don't think he's super into her. I think he sees her as somebody that he can deal with for now, almost as a stepping stone, but I don't think he's looking at her as like a soulmate or his forever. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe.